have 3 kids. The 2 older kids are unemployed and live at home. They're 7 and 5, so we don't give them a lot of flack about it. This is right. I have a 7-year-old, I have a 5-year-old, and I have a baby. Yeah, I have a gray beard. And I have a baby. I have an AARP card. And I have a baby. I threw my back out picking up my baby. Guess I won't be doing that again. How old am I? Great question. I find new music on Saturday Night Live. That's how old I am. How old am I? I tell teenagers at the movie theater to settle down, and they usually do. That's how old I am. How old am I? Sometimes the wife wears sexy nurse outfits, but just to get me to take my pills. That's how old I am. Look, here's the thing. If you don't have any kids, way to go. Keep doing that. We're all very proud of the work that you're not doing. But, hey, no kid people, would you do me a favor? Would you quit judging my parenting? That would be awesome, because here's the thing about your opinion of my parenting. I don't care. I don't care about your opinion of something that you've never done. Because here's the thing. I was just like you, no kid people. Before I had kids, I saw parents, and I thought they were idiots. Idiots! Why are you bringing your baby on an airplane? Well, now I can tell you why I'm bringing my baby on an airplane. Because it takes a village to raise a child. And welcome to the village. Look, whether you choose to have kids or not, if you live in America and you're an adult, you are in the Parenting National Guard. And you could be called up at any time. And let me tell you something. When you're sitting there in your aisle seat and I get on the plane with my crabby baby and my diaper bag smacks you in the face right before I sit down right behind you, that's when it's time to grab a weapon and stand a watch, because you've been called up. For the next 3 hours, your happiness and that baby's happiness are exactly the same thing. Yeah. Why am I bringing my baby on an airplane? To build a better community. That's why. I bring my baby on an airplane to make you a better person. You're welcome. Yeah. Sometimes me and my baby, we just head to the airport and pick a city, man. I got nowhere to be. I'm like, what do you got with the most hungover people on it? Do you have anything coming back from spring break or perhaps a tech convention? In fact, just give us one seat to Vegas and set us next to a bachelorette party. I want people getting off the plane rethinking their life decisions. If you don't have kids, don't judge parenting. I was just like you. Before I had kids, I saw people with the child leash. I thought they were crazy people. Hey, where'd you get the child leash at? Oshkosh bondage? Hey, if I went to your house, would there be a stake in the middle of the yard with a chain attached to it so that during the day your son could run and dig? Hey, that's not safe. Sure it is. The chain doesn't go all the way to the street. Now that I have kids, I think the child leash is genius. I think it's genius. I wheel my kids around like Hannibal Lecter, man. Sometimes I go old school. I have a cage, an actual cage that I put in a wagon, and I drag them around town like it's the 1890s and we're publicizing a freak show. If you don't have kids, don't judge parenting. Every time there's a news story about terrible parenting or so-called terrible parenting, my single friends all have to chime in. Oh, my mom never would let that happen. My mom knew where we were 100% of the time. First of all, your mom didn't know where you were most of the time, okay? I have 3 kids. I have no idea where either of them are right now. Because you can't watch them all the time. Every couple years, there's that news story where the woman goes to the zoo and she loses track of her kid, right? And so the zookeeper has to execute some beloved orangutan or ocelot to save the kid's life. Single people think this is weird. Let me tell you something. I got a 7-year-old. He's been in like 4 gorilla enclosures. It's got to be half a dozen cockfights. I saw my son storming the Capitol, okay? You can't watch them all the time. There I am, watching cable news. My boy's got Pelosi's podium and a buffalo hat on. He was just here a minute ago! You can't watch them all the time.